sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, blamed it on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap and land.
That shit got cut short.
That shit got cut short as hell. But whatever, man. We in the building. Fuck it. Technical difficulty, but we thugging. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And this is the disclaimer. We is not really here. This is pre-recorded content. This shit is extra. You know what I'm saying? This is extra. Yep. You know, this is when Jeezy talk about scraping the sides up, man. You just get that little residue.
It posed to cost a little more, but we got y'all though.
We came here for you, man. And listen, we have a special guest in the building, man. The one, the only Stargazer Sports. How you living, family?
What's up, fellas? Y'all know I love. These are my brothers. We started off doing content together, like literally. I many people don't know this, but I got pulled in by Big Bro. I call him Big Bro West, but West Coast Cowboy, and started doing content with West Coast, Henny, and Landlord. So it's been a while since we got together, but we need to start doing this more frequently. So they chastised me today. They said, "Hey, you in the chat? You can make a video." So I said, Landlord chastised me. So I said, "Okay, you know what? Let me get dressed and make this video." So excited to be here.
Bullying works. Bullying
does work. See, we got the result we wanted. So, you know, Star is here. We finna go crazy on some content. All is right in the world.
Absolutely.
So, man, let's talk about it, though, man. You just had, you know, a cornerback. You know, one, Daron Bland. He got paid. He got his bag, man. I'm happy for the young man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no hater. You know, I'm a congratulator. You know, I feel like it might have been warranted. It may not have been warranted. But he got paid. Matter of fact, F this. I think I got the stuff in here somewhere for the images.
You know, we got to build that plane. Wise in the air. Shout out to Law.
Shout out to Law.
Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just do it from here. So it's already a little janky. So we just gonna act like nothing happened. So you know it's already up here, the screen. So y'all don't even worry about it. We just gonna nigga rig this shit together. Y'all know that we a little ghetto. I don't give a damn. Y'all know what it is. And it should be up there in 5, 4, 3.
Bam.
There.
Bam.
Boom.
All right.
Voila, magic. So, real question is, man, when you look at the breakdown of Daron Bland's contract, I'm going to ask all y'all, did we overpay for Daron Bland to be a Dallas Cowboy? So, it's broken down like this. It's a $97.3 million deal over the course of 5 years. The extension itself being a 4-year, $92 million deal. Mm-hmm. He got a $22 million bonus at the time of signing. In 2025, he has $1.3 million in guaranteed money. In 2026 and 2027, he has $12 million in guaranteed money. He only has $654,000 in guaranteed money in 28 and no guaranteed money in 29. So basically, the Dallas Cowboys said, you know what? You ain't that cute. I can find me a better bitch. They can move on from Daron Bland, you know, after the 2027 season. So I'm gonna ask both of y'all. Y'all can draw throws or draw lots to see who want to go first. Was it an overpay for Daron Bland?
I'll let Miss Star go first.
No, I don't think it was an overpay because we only made him the sixth. I think they said the sixth highest paid cornerback in the league. And when you think of somebody like Daron Bland, like regardless of what you want to say with his coverage skills, versus like top elite number one wide receivers, uh, he's still a damn good corner, still an all pro corner in a he should have got, when you look at how Patrick Surtain got it this past year, Deron Bland should have got Defensive Player of the Year when he made history. I think it was 6 or 7 pick sixes in the season. It had never been done
5.
before, or 5. Okay,
Yeah.
but it had never been done before. So I think his agent definitely could have pushed for more. Certainly paid higher than like a JC Horn or somebody like that, but he didn't. He's only 6 highest, and so I feel like you kind of had to lock Deron down. I feel like with the issue with Diggs, it felt like he's all but cut. Then it seemed like they made up a camp, but now with this Micah news, I don't know. Diggs may want out, you know what I'm saying? And they may just cut him and just break ties because they can get out of his contract. So I feel like you had to pay Bland. Because if you didn't, then what do you got? Revel coming off an injury and
Kyer Elam, and
Kyer Elam, who
even if you want a Kyer, he's a free agent as well after this year.
exactly. And it's like we hope he turned up at camp, so we hope he gonna be good, but we don't know. So it's like you kind of had to pay one of your proven corners on the roster.
Facts. Okay, I look at it like, I already had made my case to pay Pickens instead of Bland, but that was if Bland topped the market. It's like if you telling me I gotta pay him top market money, then I'm out on that. But I think that he fell into a good little groove, a good fair deal. You know what I'm saying? With him being the 6th, I had to pull up the money. Sauce is number 1 at $30.1 million. Derek Stingley is number 2 at $30 million. JC Horn is third at $25 million. PS2 24. At 4 at $24 million. Then Rams at 5 at $24.1 million. So then you got Bland coming in at 23. So I think that's a great way to be if you Daron Bland, because if you look at those other corners, those are top of the top. You know what I'm saying? The best corners in the league for sure. And I think this a good settlement for both sides because we know Daron Bland is not of that ilk, just being fair, but at the same time, his resume says he is. So you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he can fall at a 6th spot, I think that's good money for both sides. I think everybody should be happy about that. So I'm not mad about it. Long as he didn't top the market, I'm cool.
I could say the same because I think it's different. And real talk, when you talk about leverage and what your resume says, he had, an argument to be paid $30 million a year. When you talk about Derek Stingley getting $30 million off of 1 year production because he's been hurt, he hasn't been there.
Who his agent was?
Who, Derek Stingley?
Mulagitter. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. And a matter of fact, is JC Horn agent also Mulagitter?
Yes, it is. That is correct.
So see that he take him to the woodshed because neither one of those dudes got a resume. But to be honest with you, I like both of them. I think they are that caliber of corner. They just got to stay healthy and show it. I love Derek Stingley coming out of college, and so I get it, but their resume says no.
Yeah, their resume says no. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the Daron Bland resume, he had 5 interceptions, a damn rookie. His second year in the league, he led the NFL in interceptions.
With
then
9.
Then he broke NFL history with the most return touchdowns. And last time I checked, I know that you can't really live and depend on it. But if you turn interception into points, you scoring points, like that's a premium. Folks don't really do that. So
that young man had more touchdowns than some receivers that year.
He had more touchdowns than some receivers.
For real, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And how did you not win the Defensive Player of the Year? Oh, I know how.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Because he got a star on his helmet. Absolutely.
So with that being said, I like Daron Bland, the player. I don't think it's an overpay. Like you said, you didn't pay him $30 million. You didn't pay him 29, 28, 27. You paid the man $23 million per year.
You round that down. You paid him 20. You know what I'm saying? Like you round that down. That's a 3.
Yep.
You paid him 20 million, roughly $20 million, man. That ain't too crazy
at all. So,
and then look, you remember both our talking points. It rang true because I don't feel like he's better than Trey, but his resume says that he should be paid like that. So he actually topped Trey and still didn't top the market. I think that's a great medium right there.
Yeah, a win is a win in my
Yeah.
opinion, because like you need to run
Yep.
Bland at this point in time, because you got to think about it. They were wearing Kalen Carson ass out last year when the run Bland was out. Like you actually missed the run Bland when he was gone. The sad thing about it is,
Yeah.
like him coming back and Trayvon Diggs being there, they played one game together last year. Like while the Ron Bland
Yeah.
was out, Trayvon Diggs was in. When Trayvon Diggs was out, the Ron Bland was in. Like he only played 10 games, and you know it was rough. So
Lord, please don't let this be a Gallup, Cooper, and CDs type situation.
yeah, but they never actually
Lord,
got a chance to
we,
play a
we
lot of
need
games
them to
together.
be on the field consistently together, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, like not Cooper Rush. Andy Dalton benefited from that trio more than Dak Prescott did because he played with them more.
Good Lord.
Andy Dalton has more games played with the trio of Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup than Dak Prescott did.
That's crazy.
Because Dak was hurt.
That's sad.
Dak was hurt in 2020, and Andy Dalton finished the season
Yep.
out. And then Michael Gallup was gone majority of 2021. Amari Cooper was,
Yep.
he had the COVID shit. He had to be out. And then CeeDee Lamb missed some time with concussion. So, like, the overlapping of that, like, Dak did not have them boys that long.
Yeah, see, we don't want that to be the case with these cornerbacks, man. We need them to be on the field at the same time. We didn't even get to see Gilmore and Trey, man.
No.
That's like,
Yeah.
we
We were robbed.
was
We were
robbed,
robbed.
bro. Like that would have been so crazy to me, man. If we would have seen Gilmore and Trey, that would have
With Bland.
been ridiculous. With Bland,
we were talking
that's
With
why we
Bland.
was feeling so confident.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be the best. Yep. That's gonna be the best cornerback
Yeah,
room in the
for
league.
get
sure.
hurt in practice is crazy, though.
Yeah.
And then he came off a great showing off after that Giants game and stuff. Like Trey was going back to looking like Trey.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the
That's
criticism and the mainstream media narratives that's out there, Trey was looking like Trey right before he got hurt. Like it ain't his fault that he hurt. But now I just love how karma worked. You know what I said? You remember when a boss got mad at me? I said, "Look at how God worked." When we held his feet to the fire in that mock draft, when he had to pick Booker over Genty and them that time. Trenches versus weapons was different.
Yeah.
Like that shit was ridiculous.
That was
man.
different.
Salute to all the people over there on Team Trenches. Like people don't get it. Like that was some epic times. I feel like if you missed it, that was on your fault right there.
Yeah.
You got to just deal with that.
Yeah.
But look at God, bro. Look at how that's set up for us, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like we got to see if we can get this to align with each other this time. That's all. We needed to align with each other.
Yep.
So we're going to ask Star, a question that we asked everybody else that came on here.
Mm-hmm.
We got assets. We rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yep.
got 2 first-round picks. We got over $40 million in cap space. And when
Yep.
you actually pull it back, the Dallas Cowboys have 4 firsts, 2 seconds. So that's like 6 top 70 picks in the next 2 years. And you got $41 million in cap space. So what are we doing to improve this team, man? And, these are some options that, the nefarious one himself laid out. And you can only do one. Would you give up a first-round pick for Bijan Robinson? Would you give up a second-round pick for Jonathan Taylor? Or would you call Kellen Moore in for a favor and give up a third-round pick for Alvin Kamara? Because the one real weakness I feel we all think about on this offense is the running back room. So which one of these trades would you make? If cost wasn't an option, even if we gave up a first round pick, we got 3 more of them hoes, so we know we ain't tripping. Which one would you do?
I would probably do a second for Taylor.
And that's fair.
That's the one I would do because I feel like Atlanta, I don't think they're going to give up Bijan. I just don't see that happening. But I definitely think that the Colts, because of Taylor, he hasn't, because of injury and stuff like that, had that year where I think he led the league in yards one year. I think so, right?
Yeah.
Is there?
And he's
Yeah.
coming off a 1,400-yard season. He had 14 games and 1,400 yards just this year.
Oh damn, yeah. I was definitely sitting that second for Taylor. I didn't even know his production was still that high. I thought it was a little bit low, but I just know the caliber of back he is, and I think he fits us. Like he would fit definitely what Shotty trying to do, like a back that like breaks tackles but still got that speed. Like Jonathan Taylor is different. He different. Like I definitely would get him over a Kamara or a Bijan for sure.
I got you. And listen, Land, I know you're gonna say Bijan Robinson, but I'm gonna ask you, not with your heart, because I think everybody would take Bijan Robinson, the player. But what's the most realistic one on here?
The most realistic one I think is Kamara.
Really?
Honestly. Because I
Okay.
think the Saints suck and they don't even have a quarterback. And then Kellen Moore, you got his number on speed dial. So, you know what I'm saying? You can make some stuff happen real quick with that. Who that head coach? I mean, not the head coach, but I don't know about the ownership right now. But, Kellen Moore, he can get that. He can facilitate that. But I ain't gonna lie. I know everybody saying Bijan not available, but I think the Falcons ain't gonna be good. So maybe down like week 4, week 5, when they notice that they probably gonna be terrible, they might be starting to answer that phone then. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's true.
I'll say this: they won a terrible team last year.
I think they're gonna be bad. They got. I mean,
You
I
You
don't
think they're
know.
gonna be worse with Penix?
I don't think I believe in Penix. He a young quarterback. Let's see what he do. It could be great. It could be terrible. We got to see.
But I just don't think that they will spend a first round pick on a quarterback and then take away, when they
All
best
his
represent
help.
offense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not reasonable, and he
That'd
hasn't
be
even
so
had a
funny.
full season to start. That would be like, hey man, that'd be like blowing up Dak and Zeke year 2.
Yeah, that's
You know
kind
what
of
I'm
crazy.
saying? Because I get what you're saying, but you also got to think about it from a business standpoint. They also got to sell jerseys and shit. This is not Dallas. They don't have generated fan enthusiasm. The shit that the fans care about right now is Bijan Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
that's
like
true.
I don't think that they're just going to give away. They won. They won. What terminology should I use for this? You know what I'm saying?
They
Cash
want
cow. He the only
cash cow, superstar. They don't have
he the
nobody else.
only
Over.
cash cow over there, doggy. So I get what you're saying because I would love to have Bijan Robinson. But
Me
let's just
too.
talk. But let's talk about it from the standpoint of they just got the man. He's still on a rookie contract. They still need to try and evaluate, their quarterback, and taking away their primary weapon is not the way to do that. Because you're right, he could be sorry, but that doesn't mean to trade away Bijan Robinson. That means to sit his ass down and find another quarterback.
Man, I'm just holding out hope, man. I still hope Quint Judkins have to go back to Ohio State or something and let us draft him next year.
Why we ain't talking about trade for him?
Can we
He a
get
rookie.
Duckins? We
He
need
a
to trade.
rookie.
Oh, you
They
can't trade
might
for a
not-
rookie.
I'm saying you probably could, but they probably don't want to let him go. They don't even know who he is yet. So how would they even be able
haven't even
to
signed him,
equate
though.
that?
But they haven't even signed him.
Yeah, I mean, but what you gonna give up for him? What round they drafted him in?
Second or third.
It was the second, I think.
Give him a fourth. You got
That's rich.
You got to pay the man.
Yeah, give him a fourth.
Yeah, give him a 4th round pick. And because listen, we don't know because the NFL is still trying to push and see if they're gonna punish him.
Right,
know.
suspension.
Yeah, so you don't know when he's gonna play.
We'll take him off your hands.
Yeah.
Sure
Cleveland.
would. We
We'll
wanted
take-
to draft him,
We'll
but
take him off your hands and we'll get him a lawyer.
I
Yep.
think he would have been a perfect Cowboy too, y'all. I ain't gonna
Perfect.
lie. I think he would have been the perfect type of back we needed.
Yep.
So
That was my
nu-
favorite fit for
He was
us.
my number one running back. He was my number
Okay,
one
we
running
had
back.
that in common. That was my
Yeah.
favorite fit for us.
Yeah, you know who I wanted, and we gonna fight about that one until we proven otherwise. 'Cause I did like a Marvin Hampton.
Yeah,
I did understand why you didn't want to use a 1st round pick on the man.
Yeah.
As
Right,
high as it
right.
was. I would have traded back and got a Marvin Hampton.
I can't wait to see the results to that, bro.
I
ain't
know.
gonna lie.
Me too.
'Cause I
Me
had
too,
some
bro.
strong opinions about Marvin Hampton, but we gonna see.
It's
It
really
could
a-
be
a
just
style
because
clash.
of my it might be just because of my preferences, but yeah, I don't see it. I don't see what I wanted to see. I'll say that.
Listen, when you talk about running styles, I really don't see too much of a difference between his running style and Jonathan Taylor. And you love that nigga. It might be the home run speed that you like with Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because
think
he can take it to the.
faster. Yeah,
Yeah.
He a little bit faster than him. I think he was like
See-
a 4.39. He was like a 4.45, some shit like that.
Preferably,
Yeah.
I like my backs to be able to make people miss.
Me
And
too.
like I swore, a lot of situations. I'm not just saying this. It was too many situations where Hampton was in the open field against
Yeah.
an inferior defender.
He cannot
and he
break
could
tackle.
not make a miss. No lie.
He
He can
can
break
break tackle.
I mean,
tackles.
break tackle, but he can't make a man
He
miss.
can't
it.
make nobody miss.
He
in the
had
open
no-
field.
He ain't gonna do that.
He
So
had
just
no
imagine-
agility at all. I was
Just
like, I don't
imagine
like
you
that.
you in North Carolina and you can't make these people miss you playing. How you think that's gonna translate to the NFL?
NFL. It's not.
I don't like it. But like he ain't had a good point. Downhill runners are successful in the league. So if
Right,
you got
like a
good,
Derrick Henry or something.
like a
Derrick
Zeke,
Henry.
like a
I
Zeke.
thought he was
Yeah.
like a baby. I called him like a
But
baby Derrick
Zeke
Henry.
got a little bit more, had a little bit more wiggle.
That's true.
He
Zeke.
I
had a
was
jump cut. He did have a jump cut.
Right.
Yeah.
Zeke
But-
used to be able to reverse field. Like that boy had true.
Oh
had
yeah,
true-
you right. You right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I swear to God, bro. I done seen situations where I'm looking at Hampton like, bro, you gotta make this dude miss. look, I promise. I'm like, I know he finna get out of this one, and he don't do
No,
it.
no.
No lie. I'm talking about even against small schools, weaker teams.
didn't matter.
It
It
didn't matter.
didn't
He
matter.
could not do it, bro.
That
So
was my
I want to
issue with
see
him.
how that translate, bro. That ain't my type of back. Like you got to be able to in open space. That supposed to be food for anybody. Like, bro, we got inferior backs to him to his stature. Like Tony. Man, you like Tony out the backfield in open space. Can't nobody tackle Tony. In open
Yep.
space, bro, you know Tony finna make somebody miss.
Different skill
That's
set.
just a normal thing with good backs to me, bro. And it's alarming if you can't do it.
Well, listen, what he does excel at breaking tackles, running between the gap, you know,
Right. Downhill.
like, downhill running. Like you're not finna arm tackle this man or
No.
any of that other bullshit. So I understand that like there's an area where he's inferior, but he also does shit that there's not a single back on our team that can do what he does in between the tackles.
That's fair.
Like straight up, when we talk about Jadon Blue, what's left of Javonte
Yep.
Williams and Miles Sanders, them boys can't do that shit. Phil Maffa is supposed to be a power back, and he barely can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just really comes down to like taste, because you know I
Yeah,
think,
it's just preference.
like you know what I'm saying. Like I know for sure that he's gonna move the pile. You know, I know for sure that it's gonna take more than one person to tackle him. You know, when you do get hands on him. And I know for sure that, you know, when you get into red zone situations, he's more than likely going to find the end zone.
I wonder how it feel to be a kept quarterback like Herbert right now. Because
Boy.
he finna be well kept. Because
Running
Harbaugh
game,
gonna run the
wide
ball.
receiver.
He
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
run
he
the
gonna
ball
be.
for him. You know what I'm saying? Dak be over there looking out the blinds like, damn, bro.
They out there having the time of
That
their
gotta
life.
be outside. These quarterbacks getting killed.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts is killed. Well
Yep.
killed. Real
Yep.
talk.
That's
And
why we
that
need to
gotta
run
be
back.
an independent person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
He
it's
said he a
just
strong,
crazy.
independent black
He
man.
gotta be he gotta be independent. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got the luxury
Oh, my
to where the
God.
organization helps and take care of him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, bro, y'all know I had strong feelings about Jalen. Like, let's put them aside. But can't nobody deny the type of talent and the type of team they built around that young man. Like, good Lord, they built the team for him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
He became almost a non-factor in some of them games. Like,
Yep.
just hand the ball to Saquon, nigga. That's the easiest cheat
Hand
code
the ball to
ever.
Saquon.
Just hand the ball off. That's
And
it.
guess what? That, like, people probably thinking that it's a spit in Dallas face that Kellen Warren like that. Listen here. Me, Star, and Hen could be the offensive coordinators in Philly. They already got a blueprint.
Yeah.
They got a blueprint
Yep.
already. Hand the ball to Saquon and tush push.
Yep.
And
That's your
listen, they
skeleton
had-
right
That's-
there. Throw
that's
the
their
ball,
identity.
throw a slant to A.J. Brown.
And
Like, this
Kel-
stuff is not hard.
They
And
had a
Kellen was
players
over there.
meeting.
Yep.
They had a meeting. They like, listen, after he started off Rocky, he said, listen, nigga, we ain't doing none of that shit you did over
Get the
there.
ball to Saquon.
Get the ball to
Get the ball to
and shut-
Saquon.
And shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And that's what Kellen did, because I was like, over here, he didn't have that. And you could tell he was still in pass, because that's how they was doing at the beginning of the season. And everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Then Nick Sirianni put him in his place, and then he said, okay, that's why they won the Super Bowl. You're going to see this year, okay, is Kellen gone? But maybe that running game has really got into him. It'd be interesting to see how he's about to call plays over there in New Orleans. I'm going to be looking at the Saints too.
Real talk. So I got another one, you know, in regards to about a trade opportunity. Listen, I'm a prerequisites. I'm not making this trade. I
Make
just
the
wanna,
things go back so we can see it. I can't really see it.
no, go ahead, nigga. I'll just
Yeah,
move
there
over
we
here.
go.
Yeah, we get all the way out the way. So this awful trade trade idea came from. I don't know who the hell it came from.
How much? Why we giving up so
A
much?
first round pick.
For Devin Lloyd, bitch.
They
Hold on.
retarded.
They done popped the molly before they made.
I didn't even see it had a first round pick in there. Hell no.
Then a fourth.
Devin Lloyd is 26 years old. Let me see. Let me see how good Devin Lloyd is for these niggas to be saying this shit.
Not good.
Then Travis Etienne. Then he just come out, or that's his brother.
No, that's his brother Trevor. Yeah, that's the one that's been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He already lost his job, by the way, people. Y'all were curious. All right,
I might as well draft his brother for that.
Yeah, Devin Lloyd has 2 career sacks. He's a good linebacker, though. He had 355 tackles, 195 of them are solo, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 4 fumble recoveries, 4 interceptions.
I'm not even that desperate at linebacker.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. We don't really need a linebacker. That's the only thing is like we don't need a linebacker. And then trading that much for Travis Etienne, whom the Jaguars already want to give away. Like you giving too much. You giving too much. Like
where did the first round even come in at? What is we doing?
The Devin Lloyd was the first round pick, so they like we gotta get a first. No.
If you take that first round pick out, then we might be able to talk. Mizey and the 4th rounder for them too.
Yeah,
but I still wouldn't do it because I'm not getting rid of my nose tackle depth.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if Kenny Clark goes down, then what?
Exactly.
Exactly. And then we already going to deplete it. Like so now it's gonna be Kenny Clark and Jay.
And then Perrion went down too.
Right, and Perrion hurt. Like we could not afford to do this trade. It would just be dumb on a death purposes for a linebacker you don't need, and then ETN. Yeah, you may want him, but it's like I don't have to give Mozzie to get ETN. I could just give you a draft pick.
Yeah, y'all already got him for sale.
What's some better trade options? Because we talked about. Because listen. I feel like a balling ass niggas right now.
We rich.
Man.
We rich.
2 first round picks, $41 million in cap space.
I say that with my chest because I don't want Steve and a lot of y'all. Like we rich right now. We
super rich. So listen, let's think of some trade ideas.
Hold on, are we still rich after the Bland deal though?
Hell yeah.
We still rich. Okay, we rich.
So listen, let's pull it back up then,
because he got a low cap hit this year, right? That's what it is.
He got a very low cap hit.
Okay, yeah. Great contract by Steven.
All of his cap hits are relatively low.
Except for the last one, it's like 23. And that's still, so he really ain't even getting 23 a year.
You know that.
Well, they do it in the bonuses
They gave him $22 million up front.
So that make it to where is it? Yeah, okay, I get it.
He had $50 million guaranteed. They gave the nigga 22 out the gate. You owe him $28 million, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't be tripping about these contracts.
Yeah.
Somebody said on X, the last 2 years on the deal, they really decoration. You like them bitches just
void years and stuff.
It is void years, yeah. They can get out of it just like Trey's contract. They can get out at the end of this year, I think.
Yeah, you save $15 million, you cut Trey next year. Like his guaranteed money is gone.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you got enough cap space to move around, finesse, and do whatever the hell you absolutely need to do. So let's talk about some real deal trade scenario we would actually do. Y'all think of a player, a position, and what the hell you would give up for them. Like I said, we rich. It ain't even gotta be feasible. Think of somebody you want, and then we gonna think of a trade pack and get them niggas in Dallas.
I'm only on running backs right now.
Me
only
too.
On backs. Okay.
I'm only on running backs right now because that's what I feel like we need the most.
All right, so let's pull up a list of running backs in the National Football League.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. So
we can actually go to over the cap too.
That's where I'm going.
So we can look at their money too. So that'll be a good reference.
That's exactly where I'm taking my ass to, man.
And then we might be able to find somebody that got a lot of running back depth like Cleveland.
Cleveland got a lot of running back depth. I really think we could get Judkins because they are stacked at running back over there, bro.
We need to go and get them a 3rd round pick, and they might get them out because I'm at the point where I'm willing to overbid Star.
Oh yeah,
I don't care
absolutely. I'll give a second if that's what they want.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about results.
Right.
Like, I asked Boston the other day. I said, so would you care about overpaying 1 round if you holding up a Lombardi? Let's think about results, bro. Let's think about results opposed to just the price.
Right.
Like, quit being Steve and cheap, man. We got to get up out of that.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. I think it's visible right now, right?
Yeah,
Kamara making some money too, y'all. I show.
yeah, because they just extended him because they in cap hell, so they had to like extend him just to free up some cap.
Okay, now we can see it now. I'm off the screen. I can see it. Jonathan Taylor look real doable. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see,
Guaranteed.
$26 million guaranteed. I wish that. Let's go a little bit down.
He on a terrible team too, bro.
Yeah, I feel like they would trade him for sure.
We need to free him. Free
They would
JT.
trade him, especially if we gave him a second round. I feel like they would trade him in a heartbeat.
Now, we ain't gonna look at Joe Mixon because they have no idea when he's gonna play.
No, he hurt. I would have took Josh Jacobs. That's what I feel like we should have got him in a trade.
James Conner.
James Cook, but they just paid him.
They just played James Cook. What about Chuba Hubbard?
He decent over there.
He was like a
How good is?
guy.
I'm just saying, how good is he? I don't know.
What if we traded for Tony Pollard? That'll be insane.
Tony not
bro.
leaving. He a captain over there in Tennessee. They love him over there.
He loved Tennessee in a way.
That's
the
his
perfect story
home.
for
That's
him.
his home. Yeah.
That was the perfect story for him.
He ain't never leaving.
B-John, look at him on that rookie deal. If they would have just listened to me, y'all.
What they gonna do?
Damn.
I would send the first for B. John for sure.
I would.
If
Tyler
I know-
Warren
If they
not
were
even-
really, if they really gonna trade him though.
I'm really talking about from draft day. That could have been
draft
us.
day.
You had no. You weren't bad enough to get Bijan.
They
Right,
could've
he was.
been us.
He was picked at 4, wasn't he?
He was a top pick, Landlord.
That could have been us.
How Landlord?
Be aggressive. God damn it. Move up.
Who was?
That's
I see other teams do it.
That's from 24 to
you
B.
ain't
John.
gonna move up that far, dog.
It just
That's
hurt,
crazy.
man. It just hurt. All right.
B.
Leave me alone.
John.
I wanted Gibbs too, and he went super high.
He went like 15th overall. Didn't
But
he?
Gibbs went hella
y'all
high.
saying that, but y'all know they was projected to go late first though.
I
Yeah,
know,
they
but
were.
The
no.
league just shocked everybody and
Jameer
drafted
Gibbs-
them boys early.
Jameer Gibbs was projected to go late. Bijan Robinson was not.
Right, he was
Yeah.
always a top pick. Period.
They act like, but listen.
They thought they were gonna devalue him because of he was a running back.
Yeah.
Nah, Jameer Gibbs came out the board so quick. I'm like, God damn.
That
We
boy
were
went
there,
like
matter of
12.
fact.
He went like 12, I believe.
Landlord.
Yeah,
Right.
he went 12. It was 12. He
We were
went
in
high as
Can-
hell.
We were
Everybody's
in
like, what
Kansas
the
City
fuck?
when that happened.
And everybody was telling me I was crazy for drafting either one of them in the late 20s.
Yeah, I remember those conversations. They were wrong. They were wrong.
They
as
were
hell,
super
weren't they?
wrong. Like, it's super wrong.
Let's see who else is out there that we can probably make a trade for. Now, somebody that you can give up next to nothing to get is probably Antonio Gibson.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, we could get Antonio Gibson
for a
and give him
6.
a 6th rounder.
You get him for a 6. Hampton ain't going no damn.
Najee
way.
Harris just left. I don't even think he that good, but he probably a backup to Hampton.
For now, you know how that is. You know, you going that's why I feel like they're gonna run the hell out the ball. They got 2, capable backs. I don't.
You
think
might
Najee-
be able to get Najee.
I don't really like Najee that much.
Me either. I'm like,
I mean, he better than what we got.
he does get 1,000 yards a year. It just,
Off of 300 carries, like. He needs-
but it seems
like,
difficult. I'm gonna say, but it seems like it's difficult. Like,
Man.
It's very difficult. He is 300 carry to get 1,005 yards. Dog. No,
Look at Jenkins' contract, man. Oh my
we need to get
he don't
Junkins.
actually have a contract. It's not
Get
signed.
Junkins immediately.
man. I'm just saying they projecting what he's supposed to be paid, so that's enough.
Come on, even if he gets suspended, let's say he gets like a 6-game suspension, that's fine. I feel like we can weather it.
We already don't got man. We
Right, we
good.
don't got
That'd be
nothing.
perfect.
Exactly, like we don't got nothing already, so we'll just rock out with these backs, and then once his suspension's up,
upgrade.
sit him to the bench, cut Miles Sanders.
Yeah,
Or
for
whoever.
his career, Najee Harris averages 3.9 yards a carry.
That ain't terrible though.
1,097 yards to get 1,097 carries to get 4,312 yards. It's rough. It's rough for my homie.
But look, at the same token though, we all talk about how terrible Pittsburgh offense is. It's been terrible.
That's true.
It was terrible for George. It's terrible for Najee too. Like don't
That is
forget
true.
that. Just to be fair.
Cause he's not gonna play for the Chargers. I mean, they got a Marion Hampton. Why would they play him? So it's
That's
like
what I'm saying. He gonna have to,
that's a guy you could get for nothing too. Like I feel like you get him for a
okay.
7th-round pick.
This from left field.
What,
Okay.
you gonna trade get Rico back?
Jonathan Brooks.
Jonathan.
Ooh. Well,
You
this
know
is the
he
first
was super talented, but he unhealthy in a mug.
right, but this is his first year. He gonna be healthy and playing, right?
Just like that. But
is
it's
he
so
healthy?
scary, man, because that last year, you remember his first carry, he got hurt again.
Matter of fact, is he even
Yeah.
back to be traded for? 'Cause
I think he is back.
you got to pass the physical. No, they placed him on pup already.
I'm gonna be
Oh, my
real with you though.
God.
That's the type of player you take a risk for.
What about Kenneth Walker from Seattle?
They like him because that's why they cut Damian Martinez.
And where did he go?
Nowhere.
He's still on the street. Or
Why
Brees
the hell?
Hall. I mean,
Was it
not
Brian?
Brees Hall, but what about what's that guy everybody wanted? I didn't like him, but everybody loved him. Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. I like Braylon Allen.
Ain't he on the Eagles?
He on the Jets. I
Nah,
think.
that's Will Shipley. They both went to the same school though, didn't they?
No. Shipley
Where
was
Will Allen went?
Will was in Clemson. Braylon Allen is from
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Nebraska, one of them schools.
Yeah,
It's a red and
Nebraska
white.
or Wisconsin. Yeah, you
Yeah.
right. They remind me of the same back though.
Yeah.
Go down some more, Hen. Let's see
see.
who else we got.
You know, we up here looking. We looking for running backs broad day with a flashlight right now, man.
On my life. Are y'all still bullish on Charbonnet?
We kind of looked at his film. It was not great. But, I mean, he was hardly getting carries, too. So, I don't know. I would take a flyer on him for like a 6 or something. Or 7.
What about trading for Blake Corum because they just went and paid?
I was thinking about Blake Corum. But I was like, would people think he's
He undersized, but he was a
number
good
one
back
running
coming
back?
out of Michigan.
Yeah, he was. I was thinking about Blake Corum. I'm like, we could get Blake Corum, but I just don't know what people see him as. He can be that RB1.
Who knows at this point? Because
Right.
he hasn't even got a fair shot over there. Tajay
Exactly.
Spears is on pup, so I ain't gonna talk about him.
Is A-Chain the only back that the Dolphins got? I
no.
see Alexander Madison. Do they like him more?
The other guy they like is the boy they traded for from Jalen Wright. Remember from Tennessee?
Oh, yeah, they got Jalen Wright.
Yeah. I like
A-Chain,
him,
though,
I think.
just got back healed. They just activated him back from, like, the injury list.
Rashad White will be somebody that might get moved because your boy took his job,
Bucky.
Bucky.
They
Bucky a
talked
beast.
about us trading for Rashad White last year. But is he like that for real? That's my question.
He probably
Probably
ain't,
not,
but he
but
probably
he took
better
his
than
job.
what
That's what I'm saying. But okay, so he's better than what we have, though.
we got. Yeah. Somebody else you might think about Ray Davis from the Bills.
Ray Davis out
Yeah,
of
Ray
Kentucky,
Davis,
right?
Isaac
Kentucky
Garindo.
or Memphis, I can't remember.
I think he went to Kentucky.
What about Garindo? Because they just traded. Remember, they just traded for Brian Robinson, and they still got Christian McCaffrey.
Go get my boy Jordan James, man.
Jordan Jones.
Go get my boy
Oh,
Jordan
from
James,
Michigan.
man. No, that's
No,
from
Oregon.
Oregon. That boy was a
Oregon,
beast
okay.
last year. He was a beast last year. He a rookie, so they probably would never do it. But hey, they got Christian McCaffrey over there. Go get that boy, man. That boy hard.
You
They
could
got
get Giddens too, because I mean that's
the Colts because buddy.
that's Connor. That's Connor Riley guy too. Yeah.
Y'all don't trust Damian Pierce no more. A couple of years ago, he was good.
I've been wanting to take a flyer on Damian Pierce, but the Texans won't let his ass go. I don't get it.
And they
Also-
got backs, don't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
don't get it.
Joe Mixon hurt though, so
Oh.
they running with Damian Pierce and Nick Chubb right now. Also, Ollie Gordon. Had
He
a very
been
good
balling
preseason.
out. Yeah, I feel like because Cowboys wanted him.
So
And
they
I'm-
deep then.
Well, that's,
Yep.
that's the Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins
Yeah, they got
all
some
bunch
running
of
back
backs.
depth. Then we might need to be calling them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. And then
Ollie.
Devin Neal. I know how we felt about Devin Neal coming out.
Yup, Devin
The
Neal.
Saints, that he probably finna be the starter at the Saints though,
I
right?
like
Oh, but Alvin
Todd
Kamara?
Brooks too.
Oh shit, I forget about Kamara. How everybody got two backs and we don't got one?
People got 2-3 backs.
This is crazy.
Taj Brooks, I would take him too, but the Bengals, yeah, they don't have no running back, so they probably not gonna
Chase
let him
Brown,
go.
Chase Brown, they guy.
All
Yeah,
right, go
okay.
down some more.
Then yeah, give us Taj Brooks. Thanks.
Let's see.
Look at all these running backs. I know we can send a pick for any of these running backs.
And it ain't gotta be a big back. Brashard Smith, remember from SMU.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my guy. But the Chiefs, you know what? But the Chiefs added Edwards-Helaire, and they still got Pacheco. Yeah, we should get Brashard.
Or Pacheco, whichever one I want to get rid
Or
of.
Pacheco. I'll take Pacheco too. I know Pacheco's had some injury problems.
Tyrone Tracer was hard too when didn't he come out of UCF or something? Now I think it was a black and gold school. What that is?
Giants ain't finna trade with us, bro.
No, they
You
not.
right. You right.
That's why I ain't say shit about none of the guys on the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Because the Commanders got Ja'Cory Crossick Merritt, and they got Chris Rodriguez. But I'm not finna trade with the Dallas Cowboys.
Dang. They got well, I didn't even watch those guys, so never mind. I don't know what they got.
I like that Eric Gray coming out. He hasn't done much.
Me too. He has done absolutely nothing over there.
Oh hell no! Listen, the Browns got 50-11 running back.
I just told you that.
They got Rocket Sanders, nigga,
They got everybody.
What?
out of Arkansas and out of South Carolina.
Yeah, they got
Rocket
Sanders. They got Dylan Sampson. They got Judkins.
They got all my backs I like. They got my pet cat backs out of this draft.
Yeah.
Quint Judkins and Sampson. I love Sampson out of Tennessee.
So listen, we've way down the list. This is like fifth year. Like
Look
this
at
is like
Hunter.
fifth,
You know you in the weeds when you see Hunter Lipke on that mug.
Yeah, this is like fifth or sixth draft pick.
Look
What
at
about Kenny McIntyre? He still in the thing?
bro. We should get Pacheco because look at that cap hit. He right above Hunter Lipke.
And they already said Jordan Lewis said that boy run like he eat people. So
Keith-
yeah, we need him on our team.
Yeah, because they got Keith Mitchell. Then they got Rasheen Ali too.
Yeah, I liked the Keenan Mitchell at one point. So
He's
I don't
nice.
know, man. Like, there's options. The real question is, are the Dallas Cowboys going to do anything?
They need to.
They need to
They
at running
need to,
back.
for real, man.
We just don't have a guy like that at running back. We saw Javonte Williams in person. I just don't think. I don't think that's gonna be much. We didn't.
Said,
I just
she was
don't
shaking
see
her
it.
head in disgust.
I just don't know how that's gonna work out. Then you got Miles Sanders. He should have been cut. I don't know how or why he made the roster. And then I think that was a Jerry and Steven forcing him on the roster. And then you got who else? Oh, Blue. But to me, Blue is hurt. Like how Blue looked in preseason, I don't think he looked that great. And I think it's because he came back from that injury too early, and then he hurt himself again. So
But
you
I
really
say-
got Javonte and Miles. That's it. Go ahead.
I'll say this before we wrap it up, man. When you think about it, though, we put our own self in this situation. We made this bed, man. We went years and years without drafting running backs. We drafted Tony Pollard and then let him go. We took an injured practice squad, Rico, and made him a starter and then let him go. We didn't draft, and not only are we not drafting backs, we letting our backs go. So we killing ourselves on both sides. So year after year, we don't draft premier backs. We don't even attempt to. Then we letting our goodest backs, our best backs go. So now that's a double-edged sword, and you just screwing yourself twice over. So now this is how we end up in this situation. We looking for a back, what we said, in the daytime with a flashlight, looking everywhere we could possibly find a running back. If you shaped like a running back, we might give you a call. You know what I'm saying? Your baby mama, we might call her because if she shaped like a running back, she might need to have on the Cowboy jersey. For real.
I'll say this before we wrap up, dog. The Dallas Cowboys got to be better, at the running back spot. How they evaluate it, how they bring it in, how they attack it.
Thanks.
It's gotten to the point now, man, where it's leaning toward being a running league again. We seen what Derrick Henry did last year. We seen what Saquon did to carry his team. You know what I'm saying? There's very few teams. James Cooks, we don't talk about him, but he led the NFL in rushing touchdowns. He was one of the reasons why the Buffalo Bills were able to make it to an AFC Championship game.
Gibbs, too. Gibbs helped Detroit out so much the year
Yep.
before last.
Yep.
Yeah. They were the number one seed in the NFC. They lost, but
Transfer.
they were the
Yeah.
best team in the NFC on the back of Gills and David Montgomery.
Couldn't touch them, boy.
So you know what I'm saying? It's leaning towards being a running league again, and the Dallas Cowboys are sadly behind. Like we got
We
two,
still thinking about the pass game.
Yeah.
Listen, it's important, but we need to we need to
Need
make
a
sure
run
that we
game.
have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
What's
need
your final
explosive
thoughts?
plays in both areas. You need explosive
Yep.
runs and explosive passes. And if you think about it, we've been solely living off of the explosive plays in the passing game.
And
That's
it.
what's been making us struggle like that. But I think that was a great point by him when he said that this is tilting back to being a running league. If you think about it, bro, it's only two kinds of leagues it can be. It can either be a passing league or a running league. And think about it. It's always going to tilt back and forth. Because guess what? When everybody get prepared for the run again, now they going to start saying, hey, we need to throw the ball because they got all these big linebackers that can't keep up. And then next thing you know, it's always going to go back and forth. So now that swing is going towards the run game because guess what? All these linebackers look like DBs out there. We just literally played a DB at linebacker because we knew it was a passing league. You see what I'm saying? So now they peeping, oh, these linebackers look like DBs. We finna run the ball down their throat now. So that's how the league go, man. I think that was a great point. And Cowboys need to catch up with that, man. We need to get on that run game vibes.
Yep.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree, but 100%.
But listen, man, this has been great. I love the content. I love taking the time out today to do this with y'all. So, man, listen. Y'all tell us what y'all think about in the chat box when y'all do get a chance to watch this, man. Leave some responses, share the content, hit that like button, and
Absolutely.
listen. We will make content for food. We are all independent. There's 3 cash outs up here. For $15 you can support 3 independent Cowboys. For the price of a box of Fugazios, you can support 3.
Hold on. Star might not know what Fugazios is. We got to explain it to her.
All right, so let's break it down.
All right, listen. Now, you know how you go to the grocery store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your cereal aisle, right?
Yep.
Then once you first go down the cereal aisle, you see the ones that look familiar to you. You know what I'm saying? You see Trix, you see Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and Cheerios, all that good stuff with the good firm cardboard box around it, right? But if you keep on easing down that aisle, you know what I'm saying? You ease on down that aisle, then you get to seeing some that don't look as familiar. You know what I'm saying? You got these ones that don't have mascots on them, right? They don't got no known notable mascots. And then they come in a big ass bag. You know what I'm saying? The bag be about this big. And then it's a zipper on the top of that thing. So, yeah, that's what we mean by Fugazios. I'm sure you had a nice bowl of them before. The imitation cereal. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what Fugazios are. And, that's how we doing it, man.
And
so,
the hashtag is taste the poverty.
Taste the poverty. That's how we do it, man.
Yeah,
so if y'all don't know what Fugazios is, that's what we mean. So
the breakfast of losers.
Yeah, the breakfast of losers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Hey, man, this was great. Hey, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media. Y'all tap in for the win.
And it's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store. Hey, man, where can we find you at, kinfolk?
Y'all can find me, and first of all, I do know what Fugazios because I grew up on that series.
Yeah,
that's what I ate.
Absolutely.
To the point where the Cocoa Dynamites was better than Cocoa Pebbles. When we had Cocoa Pebbles, I'm like, this don't taste
This
right.
ain't right.
What is this bullshit you gave me?
They be stingy with the flavor on the
Exactly.
It's supposed to explode in your mouth, nigga.
Exactly. That's what we grew up on.
Oh no, I don't want that cereal. I'm cool on that one.
No cap. We did not want the real stuff. It's like this don't taste good. But anyway, y'all can find me on YouTube, Stargazer Sports. Can find me on Twitter at the Stargazer. But in Gazer, it's a 3 instead of an E, and it's 2 R's at the end. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Stargazer_sports and on TikTok at Stargazer.sports. And you can donate to my Cash App, which is just $Stargazer Sports. I appreciate y'all having me on here.
Absolutely.
Already, but hey, in the words of West Coast Cowboy, man, never look down because the stall is up. Peace.
Peace.